Hello, everyone, and welcome to our latest podcast. It is, what's the date here? July 24th, 2019. I am your host, Joe, and we have a very, very special cast of characters that I guarantee you none of you guys listening to this podcast, or people who've been fans before, ever expected. To my left, we have Jeffrey, Galaxy Fox Mullen. How you doing?
I am doing good.
Yeah?
Just finished a full day of Ukatsu.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, you had a lot of fun with these kids, but we'll talk about that later. And then we have in front of me Abby, last name unknown. What's your gamer tag?
Abia.
Abia?
Yeah.
I like the way that sounds.
Thank
Is that
you.
like original?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a it's supposed to be like when people who are Korean and they say my name, they'll say it like Ibi. So like I kind of mixed it with ya, which is like hey in Korean kind of. So I'm
That's
like,
pretty cute, actually.
Hey Abby, thank you.
Yeah.
I know it is.
Like it rolls off in a very cute way.
Thank you.
And then, last but not least, we have Arabella, who is from the Overwatch team, actually, from Mizzou.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
And what's your gamer tag?
It's chinoise, but everyone says chinoise. It's French for Chinese, so.
Yeah, that makes so much more sense. I always was saying it chinoy because
That's what everyone says, and I just say chinoise at this point.
I always thought it was Chai noise.
I mean, that kind of
Because
sounds
it's like
cool.
Chinese. Are you Chinese, by the way?
Yeah,
Yeah,
half.
so that's why I took it as that. But welcome, guys, to the podcast. This is by far the youngest podcast crew we've ever had. Makes me feel really, really old, but
You should.
You're not.
No,
You
you're
should.
not.
You're an old man.
You're 26.
I'm
That's
having
so
very
old.
different dissenting
How on earth is
opinions
that
right now.
old?
And now I
You're
feel a
old.
little bit bullied. But no, thank you guys so much for being on the podcast. I cannot wait to talk to you guys. And hopefully we can bring on more volunteers in the future so that we have a whole podcast family. That was Abby dropping the toy
I want the cat toy so I can play with the cat while we talk.
so that she can play with Ellie while we're doing the podcast.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
But first, we're going to talk about our first topic, which is Ukatsu relevant news. As you guys may or may not know, summer camps are coming to a close. We've had 6 very long weeks of summer camps, and we were finally wrapping it all up with Camp Katsu. Guys, I know Jeffrey, I know Arabella, you guys have been a part of summer camps.
Yep.
What do you think? I think this is like one of your first-ish times really getting involved with them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I only participated in the Overwatch portion because Overwatch.
Yep.
But seeing kids that actually have a real passion for these games and seeing kids that I think are better than a lot of players my age. You know, there was a kid, he was 9 years old, and I could see him being in Masters. So, you know, it kind of makes you think, like, who am I playing with when I, like, queue in solo queue? So, yeah, it was just great to see so many kids that had such a passion for this game.
And the potential.
And
Start 'em young.
yes, especially that.
Start them young.
Yeah. I'm wringing my hands for
No,
you.
it's just like that dad who really wants his kid to be a football star. Now esports has that potential to, you know, you can make money, you can get big and be famous. And so parents should really think like I should get my kid to go to a camp like this, you know, or have practice or be coached.
I mean, you were coaching some of these kids during our in-house scrimmages, and I could see the fire in your eyes. You're
Yeah.
just like, I want these kids that are mine to win.
No,
and I
yeah.
want to beat the other team in a healthy competition, of course. But you were doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the kids really appreciated that. So
We went from, I mean, I did some one-on-one coaching with the Ana player because that's my main, but we went from we were not winning any, and then we won the last 3 out of 5 that we played. So, and that was solely because of the communication. Nothing else changed. So, I mean, coaching really makes a big difference.
yeah, progress. It's always rewarding to see progress in it. So again, thank you so much for volunteering. I'm sure that's not the last we'll see of Arabella when it comes to Ukatsu and Overwatch. But Jeffrey, I know you're wrapping it all up with us here at Camp Katsu. How's that been for you?
Yep. Camp Katsu's been good.
Yep.
As you know, I volunteered at the League one as well. That was very, I'm sure, different experience altogether from the rest of the camps because we were all friends having fun. And then this one is definitely different because now there's actually some kids that I don't know, and definitely I'm trying to get better at the maturity thing.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's going well.
Yeah, it's something that a lot of people don't realize as a frisbee hits our window. Everyone else is playing frisbee outside right now. We're about to join them, but things that if you're ever interested in being a mentor or a volunteer at Ukatsu, especially at your guys' age, you have to realize that there's a point where my brain has to shift from having fun playing a video game, being ultra competitive, to oh look, there are younger people that I should be good role models for.
Right. Yeah.
And just to give you perspective, Ben started this company with me when he was 19.
Yeah.
So going off of that, he had to turn a quick dime to go from, oh, I knew this guy in high school, and now I'm the commissioner of the esports that this high school is a part of. So I'm glad that you're a part of this experience so that you can build up your parenthood. You're practicing being a dad in a lot of ways, and I think it'll go a long way for that. But for those of you at home wondering, even though we are wrapping up with summer camps, we still have what's called Encore Week. If you guys didn't know, we sold out of a few camps, like our Fortnite camps, and we're bringing back one final week of single-day camps. So Monday will be Fortnite, Wednesday will be League of Legends, Friday will be the other games. We didn't want to call it Shooter Day because obviously that doesn't flow very well, but we have like Overwatch, Rainbow Six, CSGO, and if you're interested, consider signing up for those as we roll out of summer camps and into our academic year. And also, because we free up, we still got a little bit of summertime left for one-on-ones, where you can come in and you can learn from a mentor just about anything. In the past, we've done algebra, tutoring. We had to brush up on algebra. If you guys are good at math, please help us, please.
Dear God. No.
I took stat in college, and then I took up to calculus AB.
I got a D in college algebra, so like I don't think you guys should ask me
I'm
anything
alright
art
at
related.
math.
mediocre
Yeah,
at
and-
best.
And it
Alright.
might not be algebra, right? We also do more traditional things at Ukatsu, like fitness training. We do things like coding one-on-ones to learn how to do computer programming. We've done YouTubing classes where you learn how to video edit, use Photoshop, and now we're even doing knitting, of all things.
Knitting?
Salmons.
I could teach that.
You can teach
I
that?
love
Hey, that
knitting.
makes two.
I would
Salmons.
teach, I'll
Salmons
teach some
can
art
knit?
stuff.
You'll teach the art stuff?
I
Absolutely.
can always teach art stuff.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of things that kids are interested in, and they just want
Exactly.
somebody that has got a little more expertise and also a friend to really connect with. And so if you have that interest, say you're an adult listening to this podcast, you have something to offer. There's this guy that I need to reconnect with. He loved flight sims. I was like, okay, maybe we can find something for you. Do some like pilot certification classes because that's what he was all about. But do you guys have? I wanted to pose a question. Was there something that you really wish you could have partnered up with somebody as a kid or a teenager growing up that you wish they could have mentored you? Let's start with Abby.
I would say gaming. I know I just graduated from Rockbridge, so like I don't know. I think that would have been really cool because growing up, that wasn't really something like I don't know. That's not something you would talk with other people about. I feel like so. I think a gaming related one would have been really awesome. Maybe more like girl focused gaming.
Yeah, and we certainly do that. We've done coaching.
I always wish that I did ballet. I actually kind of did it when I was younger, but when we moved, I just never started again. And having a one-on-one ballet coach would be awesome because I just love ballet. Like, it's so elegant
Very
and
beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah. And I mean, I'm really like into like ballet animes. I feel like that's kind of odd.
That's a
Yes,
genre.
no, it's
It's a genre for everything.
it's a niche, but there are like multiple. Princess Tutu is a really good one.
Princess Tutu.
I am obsessed with that one. I cosplay Princess Tutu. Like, that's how much I love it.
Oh.
And so, yeah, I actually have ballet shoes, like point shoes that are like authentic, but I could never stand in them.
Well, my sister, I just talked to my sister on the phone last week. She's actually taking adult, never before done ballet classes. So those exist.
Yeah.
As soon as you get out of Missouri, maybe they do exist here. I don't know.
Maybe in Colombia.
You
They have a
can do
lot
it.
of stuff.
You can live your dream as a
I feel like it's too late for me.
adult ballet. It's
Don't
just
say
like
it's not. It's never too late.
it's never too late.
Exactly.
Colonel Sanders started KFC when he was like 60-something years old.
That is true. That's a very random example, but it's also inspiring.
Vera
Yeah.
Wang started her whole thing when she was like in her 40s.
Yeah.
Go
There's a
Vera.
lot of authors that never wrote a book until they were 50. So
And Jeffrey, you got about 10 seconds. Was there something that you really wish somebody could have coached you in or mentored you in?
I think I really wish I could have been coached in like maybe singing or
Yeah.
Oh,
or
yeah,
changing my
that's a good idea.
voice.
I know you wanted to be a
and
voice actor.
something vocal just so I can get myself out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, if you have any of those requests, we will find a way, audience. Even if it's knitting, even if it's voice acting, I wanted to do that myself
Bungee
too.
jumping.
So, what's it? Bungee jumping? Maybe.
Maybe
I'll
not.
make it
You said
happen.
anything.
But yeah, okay, cool. So that is our Ukatsu relevant news. We are rolling into more global news, and we're going to spend the next 5 minutes talking about the new Overwatch character, which
Yeah.
we
So
couldn't help
excited.
but bring that up because we have two very enthusiastic Overwatch players.
Yes.
If you didn't know, would you like to explain who the new character is, Arabella?
So he is, if you know Overwatch lore, their like enemy terrorist group is called Talon, and there's only a few characters in it: Widowmaker, Reaper, Sombra is kind of like unaffiliated but in it. Doomfist, who, he took up the fist, right? But it's different people.
The Fist
and
isn't
whoever has
Talon.
it.
The Fist, he's like the head of Talon, but the Fist is like something different.
So Doomfist himself is kind of complicated, but they never had a tank Talon character. So he, like Moira, is a scientist, and he experimented with black holes, and that kind of led to his sanity demise. The video was pretty short, but from
creepy.
what I see, from what I can see,
looks like a
he kind of has like a multi-personality disorder issue going on.
Yep.
So yeah, he's a tank, he's in Talon, and he's,
Shield tank
yeah.
has a couple cool
Oh, he's a
mechanics.
shield tank?
Mhm.
Oh,
He
that's
has
gonna
like
be
a
cool.
barrier, kind of like what's her
Did they
name?
go over his powers
Symmetric.
yet?
Yeah, well, there's been some videos. He's out on the PTR now.
Good
so
job.
you can-
Really?
That's the
Oh,
beta
so
public test realm.
awesome.
I just realized you were explaining the lore, Arabella, but actually, Abby is the one that knows more lore.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know.
Did you want to add to that?
I honestly didn't watch the video, but it'll be interesting because I know they said like he was trying to experiment with black holes and figuring out how to use them to his ability, kind of like Moira with her.
And also
Kinda
like
like Moira with
Zarya,
her
her ult is, I mean, Graviton Surge.
It's
Isn't it
Graviton
supposed to
Surge.
be a black hole?
Isn't it
no,
pink?
it's supposed to be no,
It's
no.
black.
Graviton Surge is
black?
it has to do with no, it's not. Graviton Surge is like a purple thing, and it has to do with messing up the gravity around it,
Yeah,
so
it's
everyone
purple.
starts to like go
Like
higher
a
and
black
surrounds around
hole.
it. Not like
They
a black
suck
hole.
you in.
Like a
I don't
black.
think so.
Okay,
Some
well, that's
people
what I
call
thought
it
the
a black
implication
hole.
was the whole time.
One of our casters called it a black hole.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't
Grav
call it a
is
black hole.
okay.
Graviton Surge, so it has to do with gravity, not a black hole. A black hole sucks everything up.
I agree
The
with you,
Graviton
Abby.
Surge is just like you're like stuck in the ball. It makes me think of I don't know if you guys ever played it, but it's called Buddy, and it was like a weird game where you would like mess with a little dude, and there was the gravity thing, and he would like float up to it. So that's what I think of.
Like a ragdoll game.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but
So Overwatch ripped that off, I see.
but all in all, I'm really excited for it, especially as someone who, in our own little Ukatsu Overwatch circle, I end up playing a tank or heals, or a tank, and I'm just tired of playing Orisa. No, like I love Orisa.
I play a lot of
as
Diva.
Diva's a little
Diva's-
different though. She's
she's
not
off
shield, but I think this character is gonna be a lot more dynamic.
Yeah.
than
I'm
Orisa.
excited for that because I feel like they've had these two shield tanks for a long time, so we need like
And-
something different.
Everyone is just like, nope, we need Ryan. And if you go anything else,
Yeah.
they're like, our main tank is a Winston. I guess we're throwing guys. I'm just gonna go May. So now we'll have a shield tank that actually can be more mobile
Yeah.
and actually fun instead of Ryan right click
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
The Reinhardt.
Did we mention the name Sigma? Is the name of the
Yeah,
character?
we mentioned it. That's such a cool name.
His primary fire is really cool. It's just two like astral balls or whatever. They can ricochet off of walls, so you can throw them around
Like
corners.
Moira.
You can throw them at the ceilings, and they'll bounce around and they'll deal damage. They can't headshot though. I think is what somebody said. But
Yeah.
all in all, just super excited. Jeffrey, do you play as much Overwatch? We have a little bit of time to add anything.
I mean, I play Overwatch occasionally. I haven't heard anything about Sigma. It's been a hot minute. But
He kind of
I mean,
looks
seems
like
excited.
old man Moira in a way. The way they made his
His
face shape.
hair.
He reminds
Yeah.
me of
hair looks like
Lex
I don't know.
Luthor.
Like
in
his
the
character
big-
design is interesting. Like he has like that old man face, but then he's like really buff, like a tank. But then also it's like mostly his armor. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see how his personality is. Does he have an
Yeah.
accent? Where's he from? Does anyone know that?
I don't know that.
Dang it.
I'm
That's
not
usually
sure.
very important too, like
Yeah,
the
they always
nationality.
say it.
Yeah.
But I have no idea. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, very excited for the new Overwatch character Sigma. I'm sure y'all will be able to play it very, very soon, or even now if you download the PTR. So moving on, we're going to talk about our next topic, which is in entertainment. We somehow can never escape this universe, but we're back at it again. Marvel
Woo!
Cinematic
Yes.
Universe
So
Phase
excited.
4. I know Abby was
I'm
extremely
so excited.
Do you want to talk about it real quick?
Yes. Okay. So I don't remember the exact amount of movies, but I know that there are going to be 7 Marvel movies coming out in 2021. I know there's going to be a Loki one. Maybe not a movie. Maybe it's
Loki's
a
a
series.
TV show and Disney
TV
Plus.
There's a lot of
TV
Disney
yeah.
TV shows that are coming out with
Yeah.
the whole Disney
Okay.
Plus.
Then Thor. There's no
Love and-
Thor. There's
Thor,
a
Love
Thor
and
one.
Thunder.
There's a
Would you like me
Stephen
to read
Strange. Yeah.
There's
Okay.
Doctor Strange.
Let me go over them real quick, and then you guys will talk about them, okay?
All right.
So we have Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Black Widow, The Eternals,
Woo!
Yeah.
which is a movie. Shang-Chi, and the
Oh.
Legend of
So
the Ten
excited
Rings.
for that one.
Doctor Strange is the Multiverse of
Strange.
Madness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thor, Love,
yeah.
and Thunder. Blade.
Blade, right?
Um,
Did you see it got casted?
And then we
Yeah.
have our TV shows, which is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yep.
WandaVision, Loki, What If, ... Hawkeye, and I believe that's it. So,
All right.
Who's first?
I'm very excited. Shang-Chi is gonna be so cool because like that was the name of it, right? Okay. I'm very excited for it because like this is their first Asian superhero, and I'm
true.
super excited. The actor actually was like, "So Marvel, when are you gonna do this movie?" Like on his Twitter like a year ago. So I'm super excited for that. The Doctor Strange one is supposed to be like a kind of a horror movie
Yeah, I'm
almost,
so
and that is
excited
gonna be
for
so cool
that.
because Wanda's
That's
in
amazing.
it.
I've heard
Wanda's in
rumors
it, and
of
like I'm really
yeah.
pumped for those.
Spider-Man
two.
also might be in it.
Oh, really?
I
That's gonna
think
be
so.
awesome.
I've heard
I'm so
rumors.
excited. I just
Yeah.
like watched a bunch of the Marvel movies, so I'm very pumped and like in a Marvel kind of mood. I'm also looking forward to kind of seeing because I hear that for the Loki one, it's gonna be in. Can I spoil parts of a part of
Endgame?
Endgame? Is that okay to spoil part
It's
of
just a
Endgame?
spoiler alert.
If you haven't
Okay.
watched Endgame,
Spoiler alert.
For Endgame, yes.
Yeah, Endgame spoiler alert. Whenever Loki, the Tesseract kind of falls away, Loki grabs it and disappears. And the rumor is that it's going to be based on right after that happens. So it's
I
going to be in
believe
like a
that's
different.
right.
It's going to be in a different multiverse, but it's going to be based on that Loki, not the one that died. End of spoiler.
End of spoiler. But yeah, it's all really exciting news. And we just talked about Spider-Man movie. Did you guys all see Spider-Man?
Yes.
No, I know
Yep.
all the spoilers.
Oh, no. You
haven't actually
Spider-Man is
seen
my
it?
new
Not
favorite.
yet.
So
Really?
Oh.
Tom Holland. Yeah.
Tom Holland is my
And
baby. I
Zendaya.
love him.
Your baby.
He's
I
so
just-
cute.
It's so
them
good.
together, I like wanted to cry. I actually did cry a little.
And then at the very end, J.K. Simmons, I'm so happy
Yeah.
that they brought him back. Oh, that was so
Yep.
good.
Very, very fun. And I think, yeah, there seems to be a lot of mystery and wonder behind, like, is this going to be as good as Marvel?
Yeah.
Everything that came before it. And I think the lineup's very strong.
Yeah.
I think that I love that they're not trying to recreate everything. They're exploring new territories, and they're saying, you know what, let's give all these characters a shot, even if we don't.
Yeah.
I don't know half of these stories. I don't follow the comics like y'all do. Maybe you don't.
I don't know
a
that
couple.
much.
but, like I know nothing about Shang-Chi, and I'm not doing my job as an Asian.
I gotta be honest, I don't either.
Okay. The Eternals, I don't know. Black Widow.
Heard of them.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Is that going to be a movie?
That's going to
Yeah,
be a movie.
Black
That's
Widow's a movie.
So it's an origin story type movie because she's
I hope.
Because she's dead.
perished.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is coming out before.
Are they coming out with a Black Panther too? Because that was my favorite out of
I-
all of
I think
Marvel.
so,
Yeah.
after
Okay.
these.
Nice. Because that's like my favorite movie.
After
I think
these.
like
I agree.
out of all
Yeah,
all Marvel
after
movies.
I
that was
think
the best one.
The
I think that Black
this
Panther kind
new
of
Phase
proves
4.
that you can. I mean that a new character that hasn't been in like all the other main Avengers movies can still be like beloved.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was so strong. Like I love that movie. The like, I guess the way it was made, because none of the other movies have that kind of like with the music they would add and the sound effects. It was just like so on point
yeah.
and really different than the other movies. I think because it was a lot of like African type music. So that was just like my favorite one.
I mean,
so good.
Wasn't almost the entire directing and producing crew all black?
I believe so. That's
that's
another
right.
reason I think it's awesome because like
Oh, that soundtrack was so good.
It was so good. I'm obsessed with it. It's my favorite, and like I love it because I love what it represents too. Like whenever that came out, everyone was so pumped. Like within the Black community, everyone was like, "Yeah, this is so great!" And it's just like I love it. It's so awesome.
It's so good.
Yeah, maybe Shang-Chi could do the same thing.
Dude, I'm gonna cry.
I'll be honest. I've been really bad about my responsibilities as an Asian. I haven't seen Crazy Rich Asians.
You haven't?
I haven't.
I don't want to see it.
I've seen it twice.
It's
You
just
haven't
like
seen it. I haven't seen what's the
I don't
movie
care
on
about
Netflix?
romantic comedies. That's the
The
thing.
movie on Netflix that just came out.
Oh.
Always
You
be
Always
my,
Be My Maybe.
Always
Yeah.
be my maybe.
I watched
I didn't
haven't
watch that
seen that.
either, but I hear like I don't know. People are excited when they see it.
I definitely am keep up with the Asian American movies because
Same.
you have to support
I'm so
them.
bad.
That's what I do.
I know I should be, but I don't.
I mean,
just haven't.
Amy Wong is really funny.
Yeah.
She's a comedian.
I love Ali Wong.
Ali Wong. I
She's
said Amy
hilarious.
Wong. Whoops.
Ellie
Awkwafina
Wong.
has been in a lot of new movies, and
Awkwafina.
she's like my role model. I love
She's
her
so
so
funny.
much.
She was like a female rapper, and then like is like
Yes.
becoming a big actress now, and I love it.
One big thing about her is that in a lot of movies, even kind of in Crazy Rich Asians, there's Asian women are kind of fetishized or like they're like sex objects, but Awkwafina, like all the roles she's cast in, she's not that.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, she's so awesome. And
she's like a
cool.
funny character or like just cool.
Yeah.
So I like that
That was
about
a little
her.
side tangent, but I
Yeah.
think it's important. This is like the first time we've had a predominantly Asian cast of
Ha.
podcast
Hi.
people. You
How
are
you
the minority
doing?
today,
You're
and
the
that's
Yeah.
okay.
How
We
does that
accept-
feel?
I don't
Oh,
care.
what do you guys think about Natalie Portman?
Oh,
my
I'm so excited for that. It's
I
like
love Natalie
it's like she
Portman.
was like, I'm done with this MCU and left for Thor.
Yeah.
Like left Thor in like the first movie, and now
Second-
she's
second
back.
movie.
Second movie, and now she's back, and she's like, yeah, I'm Thor this time. That's so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that was always the intention. Natalie Portman's still a very strong actress too.
I love her.
Oh, yeah.
I would die for her
Mm-hmm.
immediately.
Those are very strong phrases and words.
I would die for many of the Marvel characters.
So-
Just stating that.
Also, I've heard rumors that Deadpool is transitioning into Marvel. Like
I thought it was
actual,
already. Oh, like actual MCU.
like actual MCU.
That'll be
Ooh.
cool because he's
I-
like never mentioned.
Yeah,
It'll be
I want to
interesting
see how he
blending like.
interacts.
And like
Yeah.
he's gonna have to take his R rating down to PG-13.
I think if they do that, it'll kind of suck. But like,
He'll be self-aware about it and say, "I'm in
Yeah,
this
he'll
movie
probably-
now,
and like
so I'm gonna
and like
do
breaking
these."
the fourth wall. It's all gonna
Yeah.
be so weird.
It'll
but
be interesting.
Hopefully it's good.
The writers over at MCU have not disappointed me.
No.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm very harsh on art, but when it comes to Endgame, like I don't know how I could have written anything better. other than
Right,
Maybe
yeah.
one or two things. Same thing with Spider-Man and transitioning
It's all
everyone
good.
who's
Yeah.
seen 10 years of Marvel movies
Yeah.
saying it's okay. We're gonna be okay. You're gonna like what you see. Like they did a great job doing that as well. And so
Yeah.
until the end.
I have faith in them.
No, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But
Yeah.
God.
I guess in-game spoiler alert, kind of. So, with Falcon and Winter Soldier, the TV show coming on Disney Plus, I'm super excited to watch that because it's going to be them taking up the mantle
Yep.
of Captain America, which is now an old man because of weird
It'll be
time
interesting to
travel.
see their dynamics between each other because I know that they kind of had beef
Right.
within like
They
the
also have
movies.
respect, though.
Yeah, and so now like it'll be interesting getting to see like them one on one kind
Yeah.
of together.
I think a more business-related question: does this lineup make you want to sign up for Disney Plus?
No.
Almost.
No.
Why
I
not?
will,
Well, okay.
I will illegally
Loki?
stream
Okay.
it
Oh,
somewhere.
my.
not just the sign up, but on Disney Plus, you also get all the Disney movies.
I don't care. I would only do it to see Loki, but like
Okay.
I can just see
Whatever.
spoilers on Twitter or whatever. But
I
like
can't. I have to
that'll be
watch it.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm just
I can't
curious.
relate.
Just curious. What do you think?
I'm not one to want to pay for those extra services. So
Such
yeah.
a polite way. The comparison between you and I'm probably gonna download it illegally. Oh, it's so kind of you. But you don't think you'll sign up for Disney Plus?
No, I just it kind of annoys me how there are so many streaming services now, and soon I'm worried that it'll go back to like DirecTV and Dish, where they're like, okay, now you can get Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, and all this in a package, and then now we're just buying channels and packages. And then it's just going to be back to like network
I
TV.
won't be tricked.
And so I just feel like Netflix started this, and can y'all just back off? Honestly, like that's Netflix's thing.
Well,
so.
Netflix did report a loss. Not a loss. They
Quarter
hit,
loss.
They didn't hit our-
Well, they should because
They didn't hit their projections.
yeah, because the movies they've been coming out with aren't that good.
Well, they're because everyone's taking away their rights to having movies on there, so they have to make their own stuff. So they've taken a lot of loss
It's
because
hard.
of that.
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
just easier to show
That's their
Friends, more
excuse.
Friends, and
Friends.
Seinfeld and Avatar:
Seinfeld.
The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
All things that went
That's
away.
on. Oh yeah, that's true. It did go.
Yeah,
get
sad-
on Netflix.
sad day.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime now. See,
feel
like,
like- Is it
really?
everyone has a stake in it now.
I feel like Amazon Prime and Hulu are pretty
Yeah, I
much
mean
better
Hulu
than
only
Netflix
has
right
Brooklyn
now.
Nine-Nine.
It's true,
No other
but
places do.
you
and that
have to
sucks.
support Netflix.
I know.
I don't.
They started this.
Alrighty. But with that, again, we're all very excited to see what happens from Phase 4. They're already working on Phase 5, according to all the reports.
Yeah.
San Diego Comic-Con just happened, so that's where all those headlines happened.
Yep.
But in conclusion, we're ready, Marvel. We're gonna keep buying these movie tickets.
And I'll
I
die for
am.
you.
And Abby will die for you, and you're gonna keep getting richer.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go ahead because we are running out of time. We're going to skip our best worst thing and talk about our topic of the week, which is in the spirit of Camp Katsu, which is mostly a board game, tabletop, less screens. There are a few games that we play
Just
here,
few.
but a lot less screen time. We wanted to ask all of you guys what your favorite games are to play that don't involve screens. And it could be something that you played growing up, could be something that you play nowadays too. So I'm open the floor up to Jeffrey. What do you think, buddy?
Well, so all my life I've been pretty much playing video games.
Mm-hmm. I think we share something in common.
Yeah.
Everyone around this table.
So in terms of other games that I played, I mean, Foursquare, all throughout elementary school.
Dude, we still play Foursquare.
Oh,
here at
yeah, we
Ukatsu,
do.
huh?
Foursquare,
It
solid
gets so
pick.
competitive here.
Me,
I would
me and
too.
me and a whole bunch of kids would just play it constantly during recess, and it was so much fun. And then the past few years, I've really loved Settlers of Catan and Ticket to Ride, and a whole bunch of new board games.
Yeah.
I'm experiencing.
There's a lot more out there than just Monopoly and Chutes and Ladders.
Right.
And so I've been really, my eyes have been opened.
Board games have taken a huge surge recently. Like they have become crazy with what you can do with them and how long they take. Just it's as in depth as a video game now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there are even games where you can work cooperatively to defeat a boss in it, just like you would in World of Warcraft. Some of them are all I'm terrible at the ones where you have to lie. I can't do it.
Oh my god.
Like
at
BS and
Yeah.
Mafia. And
I
all
am
the-
too.
I love those games.
Yeah.
Me and Bella are good at them because our faces are so just we could just say yeah, I'm the killer. No, I'm not the killer. And I don't know, we're good at those.
Yeah,
I
we
love
always
it.
throw in Mafia.
I
Though.
always
I
throw.
always throw.
Me too.
I just meme around. I'm like,
Well, we should
"Haha,
play that
not the
tonight."
killer."
I'm sure we could. Yeah, at our weekly Ukatsu mentor volunteer gatherings.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abby, did you have a game that you?
Well, Cards Against Humanity is
Yeah.
definitely always
Ooh.
that's always a favorite for everyone to play.
good.
And when I was little, I would actually this is so dorky. Me and my brother, my dad used to be really into D&D, so he had all the guidebooks. So when me and my brother were little, we would read through the guidebooks and choose a little character and what our weapons would be and what our race is, and would pretend to fight. We would choose a
Oh, that's so
monster
cool.
in the book and pretend to fight them
I
when I
love
was
that.
little. So I think that was really fun.
I used to play
Yeah,
make believe.
that's probably a big thing that made me really love fantasy games and character design and stuff, because I would get to do that and come up with my character and what my weapon would be and how I'd fight them.
We have weekly D&D sessions here at Ukatsu.
Oh, I already have a character.
Yeah,
I already have
same.
one. Oh, what is it? It's a water genasi, and her name is something that having to do with water. But yeah, she's cool. She's a pirate.
I think at some point we'll start our adult D&D sessions.
Yes.
I know all the
Fun,
kids want to be a
fun.
part of it. We're gonna have more D&D as we move into our new space. We'll be able to do D&D on several
So
nights, not
exciting.
just Saturdays. We'll
I'm
do
not
the
gonna be able to do
advanced one,
Saturdays.
where we're gonna produce a full show, just like they'll be recording their own microphones. We'll have
Yeah.
videos, just like you see in Critical Role and all these other podcasts that you listen to. And then we could just have the one with the
Yeah.
Ukatsu crew and be more
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, that'd be
It's
so
like
cool.
actually because D&D is getting big again, kind of, and you always see like these videos of people, because it's like getting big on YouTube and like for like podcasts and stuff.
Critical
like
Role.
yeah.
Do you watch Critical Role?
No, but I like my
So
dad
good.
still watches some, and there'll be ones where there's like actually just like a bunch of famous people just like playing D&D and they're really into it, and like I don't know, it's cool because it's like it's kind of like becoming normal. Like it's not a big deal if you play D&D anymore. I love that.
Yeah. Stranger Things, another thing that
Yeah,
popularized
yeah.
it for kids.
Yeah.
So many kids have seen Stranger Things, which I don't know.
Right.
Whether or not that's appropriate doesn't matter, but they've seen the kids in the show playing, and they're like, Mom, Dad, you used to play, right? Can I try it out?
Exactly.
That's sweet.
That's what I used to do.
connecting.
I'm always like, Dad, you used to play it, and I like talk to my dad when I was creating my Genasi character because like
Oh.
it's so fun.
Yeah, my
and
dad would be obsessed with it. I feel like our dads would get along.
They would.
But yeah, I mean, for me, my favorite game was I played Smash Brothers a lot, but like we took that into the world with my little sister and I, and she would be Fox and I would be Falco. And
Whoa, that's that's
yeah.
a pretty serious matchup right there.
No, we were really
Melee.
we didn't fight each other. We were on a team.
Oh.
But
Who did you fight then?
I'll explain. It gets bad.
Trees?
Our neighbor was this like kind of old guy, and for some reason we named him Old Man Millie. His name was not Millie. It was not. He had a normal name like Jeff or something, but we called him Old Man Millie to his face. Old Man Millie.
Oh.
And that was bad. We were like 10 though. And he
dang.
like would be out in the field with his tractor like getting hay to make hay bales, and we'd run around and pretend he was chasing us, and he was like, "Get out of my yard." And we were like, "Wario's chasing us." And like it was Old Man Millie with his henchman Wario and Pink Fox, because we always wanted to play Fox and Falco, but then in Smash Brothers you have to be a different color to play against them. So there would be Pink Fox, who was a level 9 CPU, and it was Fox but pink. And so Pink Fox and Wario were like this evil team that like wanted to trap us on the tractor. We played that all the time, and our neighbor hated us.
That's so
Because we were always like
weird.
calling
But
him
that's
Old
such
Man
a cute
Millie.
story.
That is cute and weird.
Dang.
And like I've met your sister, and that just like I'm not surprised that you guys did
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
That
wow.
sounds
We did
That was
many
great.
weird things.
If
I mean,
you
we
could
were kids.
ever
Yeah.
find out about like I guess if you ever wanted to know about Arabella, I would just say like tell that story, and that
Yeah.
just explains your personality.
Fox and Falco against
I love Fox
Millie
and Falco.
and Pink Fox.
I also Yu-Gi-Oh was also fun to play, the card game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Y'all watch the TV show?
Yeah.
What kind of question is that?
Yeah.
Of course I have.
I mean,
I'm
some people-
obsessed.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
get 5D? Yeah?
I don't know what you're saying.
5D? No?
That's beyond me.
Isn't that the new one?
No. No, it's not new.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
It's,
I'm not
it's after.
involved.
Whatever.
All I know
I'm
is
good.
Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, White
Okay.
Dragon.
I understand
the
now.
Red Eyes,
Blue
Black
Eye, White
Dragon.
I'm
So
just in love with
Toon
you.
only the original Yu-Gi-Oh. Got it.
Yeah,
That's-
that's
well,
that's the good one.
I've not watched any, and I'm proud of that fact.
Anyway, ignoring Arabella,
Yeah.
I love Yu-Gi-Oh. That was fun to play. I liked collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
I liked and also Pokemon cards. Oh, that was another
Same.
thing.
Yeah.
Trading Pokemon cards. Like whenever I was in like I don't know, elementary and middle school, that was a big thing. Like I'd be like, I'll give you like, oh, what was it? I know someone had a Suicune, and I was like, I'll give you like 5 of these cards if you give me that Suicune. And so that was a big thing whenever I was like in elementary
Yeah,
school.
I didn't actually. No one actually knew how to play Pokemon. We just
No.
all had the cards.
You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta collect them, right?
And you would
Yeah.
trade them and collect them. Yeah, that was fun too.
My girlfriend's brother is like a really good Pokemon TCG player, and he and his friends would go. One of their friends placed top 10 this year at Worlds.
Wow.
But it's a real thing. But yeah, just like you guys, I didn't play the game. I just opened the packs, and I still remember. I don't know how old I was, but my first pack was at the mall, and I opened up a Zapdos. And I was
Oh.
like, dang, this is
Awesomeness.
pretty easy. And the guy that sold it to me was like, wow. Because I think he didn't think very much of me as a young child. And he's like, oh, he just got a pretty good card.
Got lucky.
For no effort whatsoever.
I've bought so many Yu-Gi-Oh packs.
I spent
oh
so
my
much
gosh.
money.
Yu-Gi-Oh copied
Y'all still have your
Pokemon.
binders?
Did you say
Nah.
Yeah,
copy?
I don't.
Pokemon?
Mine are
Binder?
somewhere. I don't know where. I know they're in like a bag somewhere, but
I
like
have a binder,
I can't
yeah.
find them.
And
I
have
still
binders.
boxes.
I had like I was really obsessed with Suicune. Like those 3 legendaries that were like Suicune and then the fire one, and I don't remember
And-
the other one.
And Tay.
Entei.
Entei.
And
Oh my god,
Raikou.
I
Yeah,
traded.
Raikou
I
and
remember
Entei,
it was like a
Suicune.
special Entei card. I spent so many of my cards to trade for just that one card.
They moved around the map and
Yeah,
in
they
the
did.
game itself, and you
Yeah.
would like see their icon, and they were like impossible. I used
It was
my like
horrible.
my master Pokemon ball, whatever it's called.
Master Ball.
Master Ball.
Yeah, the master ball on it, just because. And who cares about the actual legendary? You know?
Right, yeah. Who needs Ho-Oh?
Yeah, Ho looks ugly. That's a known fact.
That's so savage. Ho is like a god
I
in
love
the
Ho.
Pokemon
Like,
universe.
I actually
He looks
love
weird.
Ho-Oh.
When I got
He's a
like
loser.
Pokemon Heart Gold, I was like, "What is this thing?" Ho-Oh, and I was like a child. I was like, "How do you say that?" And then
Like,
I was
it's
angry.
ugly, I don't
I
want it.
never got him.
What about Lugia?
I didn't care for him.
Lugia's okay.
I don't know.
Lugia's great.
Yeah,
Lugia
that's
had a
Suicune
movie.
is who I'm obsessed with.
Y'all see the Lugia movie?
I have. I've seen all of them.
Yeah.
The Lucario one, so good.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
God.
That's when I stopped.
Look, I'm
I've seen that
obsessed with
one.
Lucario. I love him so
Darkrai?
so
Suicune and
Darkrai
much.
one?
All right.
Which one is that?
Darkrai. The one with Darkrai. Do you know what Darkrai is?
No, is that a new one?
Oh,
Jeffrey,
I've
you're just
seen-
saying things that don't make any sense.
No!
We're just like, what's wrong
He's
with you,
making
Jeffrey?
up stuff to like
I'm not.
test us.
You guys actually don't know who Darkrai is?
No, I don't care.
What are
I've
you
seen
talking
my favorite
about?
ones. I
Anything
remember.
past Gen 2, I'm gone.
Darkrai's Gen 4.
I don't care.
Darkrai?
5, 4.
Not
You're just
relevant
making
to
up
me.
words.
No, it's like a weird dark smoke cloud
All right,
thing.
Jeffrey, you've been at camp for too long, okay?
Derailed us.
I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, you know you're just as agonized as Jeffrey. Be sure to like and comment below and say set us straight, because I don't know our Pokemon. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Tell me off. Do it in the comments. I don't care.
Tell me off, she said. All right. Does anyone have? We are running out of time. Does anyone have any last comments for this week to our kids, to our parents, families, or just listeners? Let's start off. Go right to left here.
Well, keep coming back to Ukatsu. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I support that.
I say the same thing, and then also, convince your parents to spend money on Marvel and go watch their movies and start collecting Pokemon cards.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of good.
I'm gonna start it off by saying Endgame beat Avatar in box office finally, and
They had to
Finally.
launch twice though.
yes, this is true. But Ukatsu's a lot of fun, and Benadryl are great, and exercise is also good for you.
And you're great
Aw.
too, Jeffrey. Everyone is great. Thank you so much for being a part of this growing family, because we're about to go celebrate with some pizza, some games, some frisbee, some
Yes.
football. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, thank you guys so much for watching our podcast or listening to our podcast, however you found it. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. That's one of the best ways for us to deliver you content. And without any further notice, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.